Saw someone the other day tweeted out a list that had like brooms in it and stuff that looked kind of fun to try and maybe copy. Try and mess around with. I don't remember how they fit it in there though. There were brooms and there were the poisonous 1/3s, the discovery card. Look kind of cool. Anytime you can play broom, you probably should. Card's so good. Oh yeah, I still have yoinks in there. That's what the extra cards are. The yoinks. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. People don't like playing Foxy. Some people don't like playing Foxy. I think Foxy's good. Mm-hmm. Price Plunder. Secret Passage, Wand Thief, All Core. It's like the Tenwu Vanessa kind of stuff that people kind of mess around with a little bit. Mm-hmm. And if I'm not playing Foxy, then I don't play this card. Maybe I play the other 3 too. Oh, alrighty. Created by Rogue. Alright, I'm looking at chat again. Sorry, I was brainstorming the deck list. What's up? Yes, Jeffrey. How's it going, man? Welcome to the Batcave Team Thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. Nice haircut. Thanks, more boy. I appreciate that, man. I had a coupon, so I had to get the haircut. This is like $6, dude. That's a deal. Now that's just value.
Valera versus Malfurion.
Malfurion. Alright, let's see if Token Druid.
Watch your...
Kazekis' AoE. Cold Neophyte slows him down. Scorpion's probably not what we need, but it could get an AoE spell, so you never know. Token Druid's kind of tough. You gotta try and get ahead of them a little bit, but it can be really difficult to do. Getting ahead of Cold Neophyte does kind of offer some value trades, potentially. Because I can Aug Merchant, trade Brain Freeze something. He took both, he's overloaded, he's not doing anything next turn. We don't need to do anything crazy. We can just hang out. So you go Cold Neophyte into Quain Kazakis. Ooh, efficient.
Efficient is sufficient.
I want to get all of the discounts. It's kind of greedy, though. Now you could maybe play some big board development stuff. Yo, what's up, Super Dave? How's it going, man? What's up, AGT? How's it going, XMeep 0? When's the patch? Is there a patch coming soon? What is this druid doing? Nature studies pass? Oh my goodness. He's taking it slow. Taking it real slow.
That's an upgrade.
So let's activate this.
Initiating overdrive.
One of these out there so that he can't ramp or do anything fun.
Efficient is functional.
Get more mana discounts at the ready. No problem. Yeah, it'll go for 1 mana buff.
I'm looking for a few good mercenaries.
Easy. Look for some card draw on this, maybe? Or I could save coin for Alex. Alex is going to go down to 7. So, it's pretty close to being able to just Alex him in the future. Yeah, I think I saved the coin for Alex and just do stuff next turn with it. Also, it's a good way to activate my combos, yeah? This is definitely going down to 7 once we buff this octopus up to a 2-5.
That turn to get ready.
When's the next Slay the Spire stream? There are currently no plans yet. I haven't really thought about it. I've been playing a lot of TFT lately, and the new patch just dropped for TFT, so I've been, you know, doing that. I was Diamond 1 yesterday. 96 LP. 4 LP away from Masters. Or not, no, I was Diamond 2. 96 LP. 4 LP away from Diamond 1, which was my goal of yesterday, was to get to Diamond 1. And then I lost, and I was like, very sad, because I was like, I really feel like I got unlucky, and I deserved to place higher, so I got a little tilted. And I was like, all right, I'll just queue one more, even though I said this was going to be my last game. And then I lost that one. I was like, all right, just one more. And then, all right, just one more. And long story short, I am Diamond 4 now. Classic, right?
Dysfunctional. Initiating overdrive.
Oh.
To see. Here we go.
I can see.
I had Alex lethal next turn. I was going to set him down to 7. And then trade the rest of the board to make sure. It was going to be nice. But he left and ruined it. Not a Bidoof, just subscribed for 11 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. I appreciate you, Bidoof. Combat Panda, thanks for 12 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing. Glad to have you here, man. And Scarf Ace, thanks for 12 months. I appreciate the year of support. Glad to have you back
Valera versus Jaina.
in the Batcave team thing.
You asked
Are there any
for it.
decent Shaman decks?
You're
I mean, there's a couple of decent Shaman decks. The thing with Shaman is, it was kind of okay at the beginning of the expansion, right? At the beginning of the expansion, when everyone was spamming Mage, Shaman was like low-key one of the better decks in the game. Because you just played Doomhammer, and they couldn't have any minions in their deck. So the Doomhammer would just kill them, because they couldn't remove it. And you had no fear of them removing it. And they removed like Frostbolt from the game, so they couldn't freeze your face. So Shaman was fantastic early on. But lately, it's been kind of slagging. lately, as the metagame's been diversified, there's other tempo decks. You can't just play a Doomhammer and pass and not die anymore. So, Shaman's like an anti-meta deck. It's not good enough on its own, but it can find pockets where it's good against a particular slower style of deck and find success. But I wouldn't say that I would just be queuing Shaman just because I think Shaman is standalone good. It has to be targeting something that you're seeing a lot of. So there are metagames and there are conditions for it, but it's not good. That's like one of those kind of tier 2, tier 3 spots. It's a tech deck. Not to be confused with the little skateboards, but it's a deck that you bring out for certain situations, which I guess is similar to a mini skateboard. You don't bring that out for every occasion. Nexaris, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man. And Mix Scruffy, thanks for the Prime. Appreciate it. Glad to have you here. What is this hand? Alright, we're gonna Secret Passage. We're gonna hit the Octobot. We're gonna play the Octobot. Look at this. This is 420 IQ, super smart. Gonna work every time. Because we got nothing going on. And we don't want a Secret Passage later, because later we're playing Jandis, stepping it, playing Jandis again. So this is not gaining a value in our hand. It's not much. And it'd be such a huge win if we get the, you know, cards we can play.
Give me that. Look what I want.
This was good. That's what we needed. 1 mana draw, prize plunder. It's not good. We're in trouble. Andre, 1493. Thanks for 13 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Think. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man. What's up, Muffy? How's it going? Man, you're excited. 4 exclamation points. Was that a 3-4? He's got... Oh, it's from Font of Power. I was going to say, why is that in your deck? There's a lot of cards that require combo. This 1, 2. We're still doing nothing next turn, so AI or Evo's both good. Probably AI. I want to save Shadow Step for Jandis. We can save Prize Plunder for next turn. I could just use Brain Freeze. 0 mana Prize Plunder is a powerful resource if we're able to find field contact. If we can get our contact out, then we can actually draw a lot of cards. Typically speaking, against Mage, you want to take advantage of the fact that they do nothing in the early game and pressure them, which we have done horribly. So we're starting from a hole with this draw, but it's not unwinnable. And deck's got a lot of value. It's got a lot of wiggle room. You can wiggle yourself out of almost any situation. 2 Jar, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate that 8 months. Glad to have you back, dude. And Pebcola, thanks for the 9 months. I appreciate the Prime Gaming. I'm glad that you're here, man. Hey, something to do. I could even take a 1 because we have value. So
I'm looking for a few good mercenaries.
I just don't think if there's too many 1s that I actually want. He's gonna play 5 mana, kill my guy, make a 5 drop. So I played Jandis, Shadow Step. If it has exactly 3 health, we're in business, but Lifesteal can be really good against them. Ooh. Lifesteal, heal my health back. Can Divine Shield this so that he can't kill it in one go with his 5-cost spell that he wants to play?
That's an upgrade.
I like that. Because right, he wants to play 5 mana, deal 4 damage, make a 5-drop if your deck has no minions. That's his powerful turn 5 play. And we want to make that a little bit awkward for him if possible. He just used a Combustion, which would be really good in this situation. I think it's a good extension onto the board for what cards have been utilized. Muffy just subscribed to that Twitch Prime. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. Back in update excitement. Feels good, man.
You fight me.
No. Font of Power minion. Okay. He still had to waste a reasonable spell, so it's not all banned. So we want to wait, and then next turn we can remove a minion while doing this. Because right now it's 1, 2, and then this comes down as our third card, dealing 2 damage, and then we poke for 3. So it doesn't quite remove it. So we just do this first. He's used the coin.
Here we go.
Huh. It used to work. They nerfed it. They nerfed the golem? It used to just double hit it. You remember that?
Here we go.
They nerfed it. The golem can't double hit anymore. That's kind of weird. Fireball. There's not even anything that I need to remove, so I can just free Jane this here.
What makes something real?
Value, value, value. And then quality removal. This hand is shaping up to be really nice if we can live long enough to utilize it. Bow, 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 bow. Firebat still in Hearthstone? Yeah. I want to get Challenger in TFT this season, though. So, for the next TFT season, you might see me streaming some TFT. Because I'm trying to get Challenger. Why does it have 8 health? Are you kidding me? Give me something with Raj.
Something real.
One. Oh. I want more things in play. I'm worried a little bit about Flame Strike, though, at the same time. I can make it cost 8, but it's not good enough to cost 8.
Too soon.
Could activate my own Grey Bow to play around Flame Strike a bit. But yeah, that was not good for me. The 2/8's so big, I could kill anything with like 5 or less health. Holy smokes. Platypus, thanks for 2 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, man. Nice, he didn't have the Flame Strike to be able to just obliterate my whole board, not activating the Death Rattle. So that's super good.
Oh, it says explode!
Runs out on me.
Oh my goodness. And they don't stop.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
1, 2. So I played 2 cards, so this is only gonna do 3 damage. Fine.
Give me that.
I mean, it's only gonna do 2 damage.
Not what I want.
We do that one there. He can still Flame Strike, but he didn't have it last turn.
Muzzle their magic.
I've really got to hit him in the face, though. I don't want him to draw cards.
Not what
So I'm
I
leaving the
want.
spell damage up. But his spells cost 2 more. It'll be fine. I just can't let him get Rigged Fair Game active. Or trade and allow him to get Oasis Ally active there. So I can't trade into the A2 and proc Oasis Ally. It's too much. He had Flame Strike last turn, he just misplayed. So then I misread. I kind of thought so. After he made the trade and then paused for a second last turn, right? Damn it. But I was like, last turn Flame Strike's full clear is so good. He's a genius. He just played around the guy rock. I have Tenmu in my deck, but I have no steps in my deck. I have both Octobots in my deck. We could still Alex him for 16 at some point. I have
Too soon.
a 50-50. Ish. No, this is 25%. 25% to stop the card draw there. I went for it. I need to get progress on my own OTK combo. It looks like it's Oasis Ally too. We have a 50-50 and if it's even Rigged Fair Game. So it's good not to play around Rigged Fair Game there. His Jandis minion's nutty! I can't actually kill that. That's insane. We're dead. Zim HC, thanks for 8 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
That's an upgrade.
Probably.
Both Octobots, bottom 6. Yeah, kind of expected that, I guess.
My shield for Argus.
Too soon.
I'm not going to be able to get the discounts I need to make this happen. I can't trade because of Oasis Ally either. Oh my goodness. I'm just dead, dude. I'm like 2 turns behind. Efficient. We were not very efficient this game. They were both so buried. And this was buried. Our opening hand really just set the tone for this game. When you do nothing on turn 1, 2, 3, and 4 as Rogue, it's not great. And then his Jandis RNG. The 2-8 off the 5 cost unit.
I give up.
It was just not in the cards, this one. Chump Chump Pickles, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man. Who wants to know your thoughts on the patch? Let's see. Hearthstone patch notes. News. Patch notes. Refreshing spring water, draw 2, refresh 2 mana crystals is up to costing 5 now. Doesn't really fix any problems, but I mean, I guess it's nice. It'll make mage a little bit less good. First day of school costs 1 now. Wow, that really changes this card. It's not actually, it adds 3 random 1-cost minions now. So now it's more of a value card than a tempo/value card. Yeah, I don't even know if you play it anymore. You probably just put in 1-drops that you like instead. So, a little interesting. Yeah, it probably ends up getting cut, but I think maybe in a different kind of Paladin deck that's more about value. I don't know, what deck cares about value but also wants 1-drops? I don't know, I think first day of school is just goodbye from Paladin. Because you can't turn 1 first day of school, play nothing anymore. It's like a mediocre curve filler now, and originally it was a really good curve filler. Hand buff Paladin could use it? Alright, stop it, guys. Guys, come on. Are we talking about real decks, or are we beaming? Hand buff Paladin. Alright. Hysteria. Hysteria costs 4. Still probably one of the best cards in the entire game at 4. Oftentimes, your turn as priest or warlock was like Hysteria hero power, and you were like, this is insane. So now it's going to be Hysteria no hero power, and you're going to be like, this is insane. But yeah, still one of the best cards in the game. Dev comment. 3 mana Hysteria becomes an option before opponents really have the opportunity to consider how best to interact with it. Gives more space for board commitment decisions to occur. I guess it's true. You are going to have... It's not going to blow you out on... I don't think Hysteria really blows people out on 3 a lot, though. Hysteria more happens on 5. When you have minions big enough for it to matter. Crab Rider. Battlecry gained Wind Fury this turn only. I like this change. A lot of people suggested making it a 1/3. If you make this card a 1/3, it just stops seeing play. So I like seeing, except in hand buff decks, but I like seeing it as still being able to get used. So you play it and it has the ability to snipe something off immediately, which is really good. So I like this change a lot. I think that's a good way to do it. Maybe you could play it at Rogue and draw a card now too. And then Olgra. Still gonna instantly win the game if you draw it immediately after playing the 3/4, so this change does not fix or talk about the problem at all. The problem with this card is you play a 3/4, and then immediately the next turn, sometimes you get a 3/10, a 3/7, a 3 whatever. Basically, if you play a 3/4 and then immediately pull out a 3/4 worth of stats the very next turn, it can be backbreaking in matchups where both decks are trying to fight for board control and fight for tempo. So it creates these non-games, and it happens a lot more than you think. I've had days where 3 times people have played Mankirk in a row on turn 3, and 3 times it popped the guy on turn 4, and I instantly lost. So it's just a really frustrating card. I wish they would have done something with like more of like a timed release sort of thing, or maybe set it back a certain number of cards in your deck, or anything that makes it so it's not so instant all the time. It's just, the problem is the variance in which it comes out, I think, is too detrimental to the consistency of the game, and it allows people to lose when they should win and win when they should lose. It's a high roll garbage card, is what I'm trying to say, in a nice way. And they didn't adjust the high roll aspect of it at all. They just kept it as a high roll card, and we're like, let's remove 3 health and see what that does. I don't like it at all. Razor Boar. Huh. Razor Boar got a buff. I was digging the Demon Hunter deck. It wasn't bad. I don't know what this is going to affect in that deck, but cool. Now your guy can maybe trade with 1/3s a little bit. Demon Hunter needed a little bit of help. I can't hate on it. Oh, what's this card changing to? This card's a fun one. It hasn't seen much play. Reduce the cost of all corrupt and corrupted cards. Oh, so now it works with cards that are already corrupted instead of not working with cards that are already corrupted. So we get some Clown Priest action, dude. Nice. Dig that. Unbound Elementals, a Shaman buff. Overloading Shaman. It needs health, not attack. Still unplayable. Tidal Surge. Lifesteal, deal 4 damage to a minion. Lifesteal, deal 4 damage to a minion for 3. Not too bad. Not too bad. For 3, Tidal Surge. Control Shaman. You still... The problem with Shaman, though, is the card draw for the control deck, not the removal. Shaman's got fantastic AoE, fantastic single target removal, fantastic utility removal, fantastic heal, and no card draw in the class, right? Let's look at the Shaman class. I'm pretty sure that was the problem last time I looked at Shaman, was card draw. You can't keep up with any of the decks because you have no generation and no draw. Yeah, like you're going to protect a Manatide Totem. Nobody can deal 3 damage, and you can draw weapons. And then that's it for Shaman. This is their draw. And then let's see. Their generation. They have like guidance, and they can add random garbage elementals, and they can add random garbage legendaries. Yeah, Shaman can't exist as a control deck without the ability to generate additional resources or draw cards. Because every other control deck can generate resources or draw cards. So they're going to have twice as many cards as you. So it doesn't matter how good or efficient your cards are. If they have twice as many as you, you're screwed. So Shaman is still unplayable. So yeah, we don't even have to look at that. Fiendish Circle, summon 4 1/1 imps, summon 3 1/1 imps. The Spam Go Wide Zoo, the Token Zoo. Deck of Chaos, let's go. Deck of Chaos was not the most horrible thing in the world. It's pretty meme. But this meme deck might actually be able to get a couple W's. I probably got to play some Deck of Chaos after the patch. Just get like 1 or 2 wins with it. Deck of Chaos is not going to be a tier 1 deck. It is going to be like a tier 5 deck. But it at least maybe can win a game now. And that gets me a little excited, at least. Whirling Combatant up to a 3/6 from a 2/6. This card was already good. So that helps with Rush Warrior and maybe some other Control Warrior stuff. Shield Maiden down to costing 5 is fantastic for Control Warrior sort of stuff. Wow. N'Zoth down to 9. N'Zoth can be a little bit more of a tempo tool. You can play removal alongside N'Zoth. So now this is a big deal because you could do things like Shield Slam something and play N'Zoth. Even though it's just like 1 mana change, the amount of flexibility that you get, if you can discount it too, you can do other stuff with it. But 9 to 10 is a big difference. Being able to do something else on the turn is really good. You can N'Zoth Broom, N'Zoth Shield Slam, N'Zoth other removal card. You can do so much more with this. So N'Zoth is actually going to be a real contender of something you want to put in your deck. Yeah, N'Zoth Broom sounds pretty nutty. N'Zoth Demon Hunter Hero Power for Ildari Inquisitor. That guy is a thinker. He's already got the Demon Hunter N'Zoth deck on lock. You love to see it. And then Battlegrounds. I don't know. I heard Battlegrounds was a shit show. I didn't actually play it. I heard it was like the least balanced thing anyone had ever played. All my friends that play Battlegrounds have been just complaining every day. And it's like, I don't want to hear your complaints. I don't even play the game. But yeah. Hopefully that gets fixed with the Battlegrounds stuff. I think they should have nerfed Incanter's Flow. I think that they should have nerfed Incanter's Flow, Octobot, all of the cards that you play on 2 and win the game. The Paladin's Secret Weapon, all that kind of stuff. But they clearly have designed the set around playing a card on turn 2 and getting a huge advantage and snowballing that advantage. It's like the desired gameplay they want. Every deck's a Kaliseth deck.
Versus Jaina.
My sorcery will prevail. Watch your back.
Mm-hmm. Are there any good Control Warriors without like 8 legendaries? We could play some Control Warrior. Is that what we're doing today? Trying to create Control Warrior? Control Warrior is pretty spicy. It's not very good though. What's the issue with Zoo right now? I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played too much Zoo. We could figure out what the issue with Zoo is. But I'm not sure. What we do now is none of this is any pressure, so we save coin for Jandis, right? Sputherton, thanks for 4 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, dude. Oh, what's up, Narv151? Didn't you say you had a deck doctor you wanted me to do last time? But then I was like, I was about to end the stream, unfortunately, so I couldn't get to it that day. And then it was the weekend, and then Rachel's mom came over, and then she stayed for the entire weekend and a little bit longer, so I didn't really get to stream yet. More Jandises. And Kazakuses. Alright. That's what we're doing today. We're deck doctoring Narv 151's deck. Is it a control warrior? That's kind of I was kind of vibing with control warrior idea right now. We'll see. Why don't people play Coerce in this? Feels good with Foxy Fraud and Field Guy. It seems reasonable if you're playing Foxy Fraud. I don't have Foxy Fraud in this deck. Typically, the way I like to play Foxy Fraud is I like to coin it out and then just pull out a 2-drop. So I like that 2-3 that's combo, so you can get out really easily. Interesting.
I'm looking for a few good mercenaries.
I think I might want to just take a 1 to try and keep up here. 5s are too good. 5s are too good. We got card draw. Feels bad. The card draw is like the last thing I need here. I'm coining Jandis anyway.
So many options.
Like freeze. Daggering one doesn't matter because that might matter. Might matter if he can keep both alive and kill my guy. Why no Fox in this deck? I was trying to figure out a way to fill in add venomous scorpions and brooms so I could play more of a control game instead of trying to kill people. So I could get longer games where I generate more cards so that they could be more exciting to watch. That's the goal. But normally I play Foxy and just kill people. But we're streaming, dude, making content. You gotta randomly generate things with Scorpid. We are dead now. Should have took the 1. Should have went for the 1 cost. I can't even really play Jandis here without dying. I mean, I could do this.
Here we go.
And then he kills my guy and we're just dead. 5 mana deal 5, GG. Baby back ribs. Thanks for the 3 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing. Glad to have you here, man.
What to do? What to do?
Rip. Dude. We're just dead. It's turn 6. He just got a really good start. Alright, we got the deck doctor though. We'll try that. Hey, it's Cap. Thanks for 19 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. What did the fish say to the magician? Pick a card, any card. He's from Boston, I guess, or something. Here is the deck code. Wait, do you only have like... The deck code is... There's no way that it actually is the whole deck code. It's only like 10 letters. Unless they made deck codes way smaller. That's the smallest deck code I've ever seen, Narv. I might need more letters than that. Yeah, there's no way. Wait, just type it in chat. Yeah, try the deck code again. All it is this. It's too short. Look at how small that deck code is. Hearthstone deck codes are bulky. They're like 100 letters long. A white main control warrior. It is control warrior, dude. Nice. All right, now he's timed out for spamming, so this is working. All right, can we untime out? Can we untime out Narv? Here, let me whisper you. Let me whisper you. Alright, type it in the whisper. That way Moobot won't have its grimy little paws on it. And then we'll get it started. Gotta get rid of some stuff here. I have so many decks built, it's insane. Cleaning out my deck list selection. It is so weird. Why is the code only that long, but it shows all the cards at the end? Alright, I guess I'll just build it from the list of cards. Give me like 2 seconds. Year of the Griffin, stage 5 times 2, bumper. Execute? I haven't seen Execute played in a while. We're getting real control-y with it. Minefield. We got the slam in there? The slam. Coerce? Oh my god, the removal is insane. Lord Baronoff. Rider 6. Love me some Rancor. Rancor's just a good card. Oh, wait, there's a deck code. Alright, if this is a troll and this isn't the same deck, I'm gonna be upset. Alright, it was real. There we go. Okay. Stage 8 Bumper Car, Execute, Minefield, Slam, Course, Lord Baroff, 1 Warmold, Challenger, Outriders X, Rancor, Sword Eater, Brawl, the Mogashun Elite, Rock Card, Inquisitor, White Mane. When all friendly minions that die that turn. Interesting. So that's for like if they go face, you can resummon them. I mean, resummoning Rattlegore is just the nuts. You can get it. All right. We have card draw here. Honestly, I think this is the right amount of card draw for this deck. Outriders X Slam and that guy is a ton of draw. I'm kind of feeling it, honestly. It does look kind of clean. It looks pretty clean, guys. It looks pretty clean. Every time I see Control Warriors, they usually have way too much card draw and not enough, like, sustain. Too bad there's no shield block anymore, man. So, if we look at the data for Control Warrior, by the way, the most popular version of Control Warrior holds a 28.4% win rate. Yikes! This is not an easy archetype to win with. If you are playing Control Warrior right now, you are playing Hearthstone on hard mode. So this is going to take all of our skills and all of our cunning to, you know, make changes and get big dubs. They play 1/3s. We gobble up 1/3s and draw cards. We don't need to bump into their cards. What do we need to remove? We need to make sure that we find a brawl at some point for Sociologist. We need to worry about Ogre Mainzer at some point. But other than that, it's like 3/4s. I'd give a slam for 3/4. I'll slam Outriders X at 3/4. Way to corrupt that for sure. Patience is the key with Control Warrior. Don't get Rattlegore burned. Easy. We probably keep Rattlegore in the mulligan, right? So that's good that we have him. This guy is a card draw for me. If they don't have silence, they're going to be in for a world of hurt. Is it typical for Warlock to run silence? It's not typical, right? It is typical for them to burn a lot of cards and kill you with your Axes. Honestly, off to a pretty perfect start. Nexana is just gifted a sub to Narv151. I appreciate your generosity and welcome to the Batcave team thing, man. Glad to have you here. I have 2 executes and only 1 slam to activate it, so I think I might be just playing this instead of slam. Well, I can actually I get bumper cars to activate it. What's my rush minions? Stone Man, bumper car. We will get more activators. Gosh, if playing 2 5/5s doesn't sound really good right now. I'm playing 2 5/5s. It's 2 5/5s. I mean 4/4s. Sorry, not 5/5s. It's just too good. I can't resist. I'm a control deck, but it's still like, you gotta respect that kind of tempo. I don't want to re-equip, so I'm VTing. Maybe set up a High Inquisitor white main play.
Put some
I have 10 cards. I want a minefield this turn. I don't want to draw, surprisingly. I have so much card draw.
I wonder.
Awkward. I'm just gonna burn one.
This is not what we stood for.
I'm cool with it. It's okay. We already have the only card that matters. This is all fine. And I can just tempo remove this. My execute activators, the bumper cars, I love that. That's a good design. That's why you run execute, because you got all these bumper cars to get bumping. It's genius. Ah, they still have removal for days. Revel Ash Darkstar, thanks for 2 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing. Glad to have you here, man. Next turn's Rattlegore. Turn after that, High Inquisitor, White Main, GG.
So many possibilities.
Maybe add Watley. Doesn't Watley draw cards? I think the last thing I want to add is card draw. There's 8 cards left in my deck. It's like turn 8.
This is not what we stood for.
You ever coerce him and just push 9?
I wonder.
We could coerce and push a lot, actually. Otherwise, I play this side. If I do get silenced, I do lose. Maybe I'm so far ahead I could just play around the silence.
Here for a good time. Rotten to the core.
I don't know why I played that. Of course. Well, the weapon combo's the course. But yeah, probably it was a brain malfunction like that. I probably thought I needed it for the course, when the weapon would have comboed the course. Ledine1, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man. Sets up lethal. Look at that, 7 damage. That's why we played it. Genius. That gives me 5 more damage.
Armor! Armor! Lightly used armor.
I got 12, he's at 14. Alright. Now he needs to owl and more. He needs to owl and get rid of it. No, no, don't heal. Don't heal. Stay dead, Mr. Warlock. How does this deck beat Priest? Is a good question.
So many.
Don't they just steal your Rattlecore at some point? Or silence it? Ever6 just subscribed for 11 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, man. How's Classic been going? Are you still grinding it?
I know a soul when I smell it.
Yeah, I guess if you had Cthulhu, you could beat Priest, right? This deck's pretty sick, dude. This deck's just good. I was a little skeptical at first of the executes, but the bumper cars and the slams to activate it, it's pretty clean. We don't have armor that much, so it's not like a shield slam deck. Huh. We don't need more card draw. We got tons of card draw. Play some more games. Do you think Death Rattle Hunter, Demon Hunter could become a thing now? I mean, it was already a thing. It's a tier 2 deck. It's alright. The problem with Death Rattle Demon Hunter is it falls below on board control compared to the other tempo decks that, you know, thrive on early game board presence. It's okay.
Versus my
I feel like this has got to be a good matchup.
None can escape my fury.
victory.
They could use Shadow Steps pretty creatively to generate a lot of value. And then there's Jandis, which we'd like to have a Brawl for. What other things does Rogue do? What do Rogue do to you? Secrets. They can play Secrets, would be real annoying with that. So sometimes it's good. We want to be able to try and kill a 1/4, ideally. Which is not great for our deck. Our deck's not good at killing 1/4s. We want Minefield. Okay. The 1/4 Secret Man is probably a big priority to remove. If he's Weapon Rogue, we need to kill him through pressure since we don't have weapon removal. So weapon removal might be something you consider if that's a matchup that happens a lot. It's pretty rare though. I'd say it's a very small portion of the meta. If it's Miracle Rogue, we have to worry about like Alex combo-y stuff, which is more just through winning the board and then pressuring them. And you have to worry about the early game efficient Octobots and the 3/2s. This is removable. If we play it now, allows him to activate his Octobot. It doesn't seem good. This can already kill anything he develops. So if he plays 2-mana 1/4 Secret Guy, we got it on lock.
Efficient is sufficient.
So if we don't proc it, he has to spend 1 mana activating it. Oh. Usually I just don't proc their thing. And maybe he can't proc it, right? And then maybe we could play Weapon and pass, and kill maybe his other thing, and then kill it with this draw card.
Job's done.
I'm taking it slow. Maybe he can't activate it. He's coining and activating it. It's not an activator. Draws us a card though.
Initiating overdrive.
He spent a lot of mana before activating it, so kind of works out nicely for me. And look at this. That is a life point swing. Get a minion. Son of a gun. Okay, so he's secrets. It's not cheating, it's racing. Please don't bamboozle me. It's either bamboozle, dirty tricks, or ambush. They run 2 of each. Could be any of them. I like getting the weapon up normally. Fits our curve better just to play 5-drop on 5 though. So we'll play towards curve. There's no way it bamboozles into something that kills this. The downside is, what if it's the poison guy? Poison guy's fine. What if it's plagiarized and he gets one? Would we rather have him have the weapon, or would we rather have him have this? Would rather have him have the weapon? Never plagiarized though. They don't play plagiarized in that deck usually. Okay. I just want to be able to like 4 plus 2. 3 plus 3. Like 5 is just an awkward number to utilize going forward, so I think it limits my options. So I use it here. That's what it's about. The options. The Smoocher, thanks for 9 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Ting. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. What will take the place of Crab Rider and Secret Paladin? Probably Crab Rider. Crab Rider's still really good. The point of Crab Rider is that it's a 1/4 that comes down and kills something. Usually a 1/2 or whatnot, or can help with a dude or another 1-drop on the board to kill something and then still exist. The Wind Fury afterwards is just upside. The main point of it is a 2-mana 1/4, which is just a fantastic base for buffing. So I don't think it's necessarily need to cut just because of a few changes, you know. Just because it no longer has Wind Fury the whole time. Alright, execute his guy after it bamboozles me. Bamboozle me.
Let the lights save you.
You feel bamboozled yet? So he's gonna draw 2 cards from this if I play a spell. Or I could just trade an armor and then he doesn't draw 2 cards.
I got smash.
Get trade bumper card? If it's ambush, it's really weird if I play the bumper card though.
I must choose. I got smash.
Job done.
Yeah, we have to get both stunners gone. It's gonna be really hard for me to kill him is what I'm realizing. We have to take this, like, a lot slower than I thought we had to at first. A hunter secret.
Right into my trap.
Nice and slow. This is better in my hand than it is on the field. Kind of funny. Unless there's something I need to spend 8 mana on next turn, but there's not. And we could get overdrawn for 1. Maybe I should have just played it. Looks like he's drawing 2 cards this turn. Also wasn't a bad brawl. See, this is a freezing trap.
I must choose.
I challenge you to Makbara! Job done.
Okay. Just 11 more cards to go. You recently graduated with your master's degree. Congratulations, man. Feels good. I haven't even done that.
I wonder.
Which ones do you think? I'd like to run into one with a bumper car, and then I gotta kill the Jandis though, don't I? Yeah, I do.
I must choose.
I don't think Minefield is it. God, the hand size issues. They're compounding left and right.
I never lie, but I never tell the truth.
Counter Spellbreaker. We might need to find a different rush minion instead of this guy. Although I have drawn Outrider's Accent 4 both times, so that's been kind of changing things, right? You don't always draw this card. I do not miss playing control decks against secret decks. Holy crap. I'm taking a test out here.
Swiftly.
My hand is full.
Here for a good time? Not a long time.
Where shall I strike?
Why is it a friggin' taunt? We're brawling.
I must choose.
It's not cheating. It's racing.
Please help me find Ogre.
I'm looking for a few
It
good
just
men.
doesn't stop. There's so much value in his deck.
A diet I inherit. Ruktar Ogre. Ruktar Ogre.
Galloping Savior. Right. Very fun and interactive. We have Barov and we have Baral we could hit. 2 outs, 10 cards, 20%. Or we could heal ourselves.
I wonder.
We also have the 2 taunts, worst case, so. We could say the 2 taunts are just good enough. And gain 2 additional armor.
I wonder.
Taunts are probably not good enough. Nice.
A tactical error.
Built more tough.
Yeah, double wicked stab, connect for 10, and we're screwed. Or it's stunners, yeah, that too. This matchup seems rough. It didn't help that he got the refreshing spring water. Secret Rogue. Hold on. Oh, do I need to restart it? Okay. I was playing on the last patch. With all the people still playing on phones. Pizza cat. Alright, I'll be right back while this updates. Alright. Secret Rogue. How do we deal with all of the secrets? How do we deal with it? We need to outlive their entire randomly generated deck, essentially, because we can't do our own pressure plan. Very well. Or we need to make our pressure plan slightly better, I guess. I really want to play Corsair Cash. I don't know why. Oh, that's right. The Corsair Cash sucks now. If this gave +1 attack, still would be the nuttiest card in the game. Outriders attack with 4 attack would be so good. I just hate not having as many 4 breakpoints. We have so many 3 breakpoints, you know? I need 4. Alright, bear with me for a second. Let's just try it. Let's try some Reaper's Sights. You keep 1 Outrider's Act for draw. Scythe seems like it might be kind of good. Versus what was happening to us, I would have appreciated a Scythe. We have way too much draw in the deck, like at all times, too. I think we have enough weapons with 3. I want to play Kargath. That big armor gain, I think, could be super impactful. It's like this guy's pretty good, too, for making our Outriders X get to 4 that I think I want to play. Instead of one of these guys. So I'm cutting a lot of draw. I might just fizzle out and burn. I'm taking out a lot of draw. We'll see, we'll see.
Garrosh versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin. Victory or death!
What does Hunter do? What do we need to prepare for? 1 mana 3/2s, 2 1-mana 1/1s, 2 mana 5/4s you can't interact with. The 2/3s are the important thing to kill. There's a 2/3 that they play that makes 1/1s, so you gotta be able to kill. The rest of their stuff is like a 3/4, the Knife Vendor, or the 3/4, the Warsong Wrangler, and then Trampling Rhino and Kotobane at 5 health to top it all off. Slam's not bad. You can slam a 1/2. Not amazing. I don't hate playing this early. I kind of do because we don't have more than just Bumper Car. If we only have Bumper Car, you can kind of keep Stage Diving the Mulligan, right? Because you know that you're going to get the payoff really early. Oof. A little heavy. A little heavy with a 9 and a 5 there. Alright, Scythe. Don't make me look foolish. You gotta perform this game.
These are Kokar lands!
I gotta set this up so that I can spell burst it next turn to kill this guy. The Scythe is about to do the dirty thing. We'll do Rancor later? I don't know. Maybe it's still just Rancor. If I do Rancor, it's like plus... It's plus 1 life, and if I do the other way, it's plus 2 life. So I'm gonna do it the other way. Oh, they're both plus 1 life. But this way I get a hold Rancor to get more life later. I'm gonna do it this way. We still have Execute Activator because we can bump into him.
Want to know why they call me Kudo Bing?
I'm gonna trust him like Animal Companion or Tracking or Wound Prey plus Quick Shot plus what's the 3 cost card?
What now?
He just naturally drew a card. He doesn't have any 3s in his deck, right? There's just 1 and a 2. I think we just play this and try and set up the Rancor. I don't need to overreact to a 3-5, I don't think. It should go down to 2 health, right? He's got a 1 and a 2. Party top deck. Bane72 just subscribed for 22 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing. Appreciate the support. Bane subscribed right when they played Kodo Bane. Coincidence? I think not. Why is Whitemane in here? Because they silence your Rattlegore, right? But they don't always kill it, because it's a 9/9. So then you trade it off, and Inquisitor Whitemane, it comes back to life. Their silence is gone. Your Rattlegore is still there. Game's over. Checkmate. I don't know, that's cool. I like it. Oh, I see he's playing around the Rancor. Well, let me rephrase that. He's attempting to play around the Rancor.
Rotten to the core.
I think we're in a good spot now. Racing 77, thanks for 22 months. Appreciate the Prime Gaming. Glad to have you here, man.
What now?
Yeah, okay. I was wondering if maybe it's better just to get rid of it completely. But I think it's fine.
good time? Here for a good time? Not a long time. Not a long time.
Arise, my champions!
These are Kokar lands.
Doesn't even have the rhymes.
And the cycle of life is reborn anew.
Please help me find built more tough.
Death is not my goal. For the Scarlet Crusade! Death is not my goal.
After Shield Maiden gets buffed, Shield Maiden in this 5-drop slot's gonna feel so good, dude. Control Warrior might be real. Wait, did Shield Maiden get buffed yet? She is buffed right now? Oh my god. I kinda wanna play Shield Maiden. The new and improved Shield Maiden. Stage Dive is more just targeted towards bumper car now for execute activating. I keep just cutting draw and cutting draw and cutting draw. Warrior's got so much card draw, it's ridiculous. Against Priest, we need like Cthulhu, right?
Garrosh versus Thrall.
Is this a control shaman?
Victory or death.
Oh, jeez. Typically, shaman is like elemental aggro shaman. And they have like 3 2s and 2 2s and 2 3s. It's important that you're able to kill the 2-3, because sometimes they lay it out there without activating the spell burst, but other than that, they really don't have a lot of minions that you have to kill. It's mainly just about raw gaining life and removing weapons, which we currently don't have weapon removal tech for this matchup, but we just added the Shield Maiden, so that should help. But we need to build a board and kill them. It's very difficult with our deck. We probably don't actually start until turn 5, so we're looking for like weapon, and I would keep Mogashan Elite maybe. Just because that's our strongest board development place. He's gonna Doomhammer me. We might need to just add in random weapon removal. There's Rogue, kinda hits, but I mean, it would make it so that this deck just loses when you remove the Doomhammer. That's the problem with Control Warrior, though, is you have to give so many nods to so many different matchups. So annoying. Ooh, taunt. Yeah, maybe later. I think 5/5's better for now.
A hit.
We want to taunt when he wants to be rock bitering. Can we rank our own minions? We need to get our own minions in on this ranker. That's the control warrior way. Ba-da-do-do-do. Do-do. This is a big ranker. This is a big ranker. Do we have time to play stage dive later? We should, right? Lily pad lurker. This guy's deck is crazy. All I do is armor. Armor no matter what. Got health on my mind, can never get enough. A Wind Fury.
Oh, you built this for me?
Three's not so bad. I think I need to get draw off this. With the amount of draw I cut, I'm being a little bit more sensitive with ensuring like stuff. Save activators and whatnot. Well. Hello there. We could kill that. Told you. So yeah. I was trying to save that slam for execute so I could use my Dark Moon Raiders not for execute so I could throw him in a ranker later, but it appears he's got a lot of minions in his deck. But yeah, we have this combo set up for the life gain. Then we have this. We're a little bit lackluster on the removal at the moment. Maybe if we could cheat out Redalgor without dying. He doesn't have a Doom Hammer up, so his burst range is actually a lot lower. Because there's no Lava Burst in the game anymore, right? There's Lightning Bolt. There's Rock Biters. There's Serpent Shine Portal.
I wonder.
There's Storm Strike. There's Inara Storm Crash. There's Doomhammer, then play the Rock Biters. Evidently there's Elakir.
Makara!
You think he's got minions or burst damage in his hand?
I wonder.
This is not what we stood for.
I'm gonna go with minions. 14's gotta be good. We could have like done this. Or this instead. He's had to use one lily pad lurker.
No longer a
It still has taunt. It's dead now.
here for a good time, not a long time.
Shield Maiden being buffed so I can armor with it. Oh, it feels so good. Look at those buffs.
Never be afraid.
Idle Surge now answers Octobot on turn 2. That is true. That's something I didn't talk about actually when evaluating it. I just kind of disregarded Shaman as a class. Shaman's even harder mode than playing Control Warrior, dude. That's like the next level. Like the insane mode. It's like Through the Fire and Flames on Expert. It's crazy. Like you could do it, but it's gonna hurt.
There is little time.
Bam, bam, bam.
I wonder. I wonder.
Is it either like Alex myself or Brawl Mogashin Elite are the two lines, right?
Built more tough.
This tough call.
for a good time, not a long time.
Taunt Totem's a bummer. I could have killed the 4/4. At least he got buffed though when he did roll it.
Built more tough.
We're like so close.
Oh, you built this for me?
Turn in the corner.
And the cycle of life is reborn anew.
Here for a good time, here for a good time, not a long time. Not a long time.
The High Inquisitor White Mane.
Arise, my champions. Not a long time.
Death is not my goal.
Not a long time.
We're doing it. We're so close. After Hours ABV, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Glad to have you here, man. He only runs one Doomhammer. Let's go. Why does he only run one Doomhammer? He's trolling.
Taroga!
If he only runs one Doomhammer, we can't die. We could take our time. Yeah, we still should push it all face, yeah.
Here for a not good time. A long time.
There goes face. Taking the 5 damage upstairs matter. So we have 5, 6, 14, 18. 2 damage off lethal with no way to get an extra 2. So it doesn't matter, we should kill it. No, 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 no. What is this random BS? It's like, no way we could die. And then, why'd he pick only one card? He's got so much mana. That's a card in the game? Chain Lightning.
The Blade Fist has the map. Do your worst. Taroga!
He's at 10. Got 10 damage in play. I got a weapon and 2 other ways to get through a taunt in here. We're going to 2 Outriders X, 1 side after this. For sure. Oh my god. Reddelgore does not set up lethal. But it might still just be fine.
What now?
Both lily pad lurkers are gone.
Job's done.
My gosh, that is taunt. So I can hit it. Another one. Oh my god. Alright, we're cool. We're cool. We added a little bit of extra gas, so we're fine. This was a duel. This could have been an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh, man.
What we stood for.
I love that has taunt for me. Look at how much armor I have. We were at the brink of death this game.
Charged and ready to rumble.
Rockbiter. Take the 10 to the face and die. Honorably. Another hex. Oh my god, if it's another hex. We can kill it. Wow.
What now?
I think I need to space things out one at a time. I need him to take 1 point of fatigue, so I have to kill all of his cards. And I have to Outriders him in the X 3 times. Or Outriders X him in the face 3 times. So I think it's like Barov Pass. And just eat it.
To keep yourselves alive.
I could Barov Brawl. I don't hate that. Eventually the totems beat me, though, if I waste too many resources. Like, I lose to Taunt Totem sometimes. That was a bit early? No, no, Milligram. If I don't actually do anything, he will not have to do anything either. This is a rare thing that you used to see a lot of the time in Classic Hearthstone. You don't see this anymore in regular Hearthstone. Unless people are playing exactly Control Warrior and Shaman. Because normally you just generate infinite resources, so you don't have this resource scarcity dilemma. But we're in the midst of a resource scarcity battle here. So it's not about tempo.
The calm before the storm.
Oh my god, random elementals.
I'm almost out of cards.
Follow my lead.
almost out of
Okay.
cards.
Should be able to fatigue him, I think.
What to do?
It's randomly split among all minions. So that sometimes works, right? But sometimes it's pretty scary. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 health was on board. Yeah, I guess worst case then, Barov's alive. Yeah, you're right. I would have given myself some chance to have Barov alive. But most of the time it's the same thing. But you guys are right.
I'm out of cards.
I get an armor up if I clear this guy. What's left? He's got a lightning blue? We don't have to worry about that.
I wonder.
He's got an arid stormer. Got a 2/5 I have to kill. So he's gonna play a 2/5 next turn. And he played an elemental this turn, so it will have Wind Fury, so it's gonna do 4 damage. So either way, he's got something that does 4 damage. So we Mindfield this, X the 2/5, and execute, and then win the game, right? I just wanted to double check everything.
I'm out of cards.
So we need the X for the execute. It's only a 2/5. It won't hurt. It will be gentle.
And the cycle
Nope,
of
it's an
life
8/8.
is gone unnoticed.
God darn it. We miscalculated that one. He only runs 1/2/5. One title surge. He's got a lot of 1-ups, guys. Okay, so we're at 17 health. We have to kill the Alex. 'Cause if I hit him for 6, he fatigues for 1 and then 2, so he's alive at 1. He's alive at 1. I have to kill this. He has a lightning bloom in his hand. As long as he doesn't roll taunt totem. No, he did have a secondary storm. He runs 1 lightning bloom? What is this deck? Why is there 1 lightning bloom in a random Alex? And why did he roll taunt totem? He's rolled taunt totem 3 times. I'm dead. I take 3 when I draw without Rider's X, and then I take 4 from my turn, and then 2 from this. Taking 9 damage and dying. If it was not taunt totem, I could set him down to 6. He takes 2, and then then he takes 3. So he'd need to roll not taunt totem 2 turns in a row for me to win. But if he rolled not taunt totem 2 turns in a row, I win. Ah! That was a tilter. But we learned things. Not enough card draw. I cut too much card draw. I did it to myself. I slowed down our game plan so much that the tools got a little bit awkward. The Reaper seems kind of cool, but you can't cut out Rider's X. It's too good. That card's nuts. You need one early just to fuel the whole deck and get things moving. Other thoughts? They buffed Whirling Combatant. Our deck doesn't use that very well. Play some classics sometime soon. Sean CBO just redeemed the deck doctor to get me to play some classics sometime soon. Feels good. All right, next stream's a classic stream, courtesy of Sean CBO. The next stream will be classic all day, but not this stream. There's a new patch today. We gotta play the new patch, guys. But next stream all classic. Book your calendar, date keepers, phone app. A 5/4 with rush is also just pretty good. This Warball Challenger is bothering me. He's been performing fine, but he's just a one-of, and it makes the deck look way less crisp. I don't want to run 4 weapons, though. That's absurd. What if we run Broom? Broom's a really good execute activator. You can never go wrong with like one Broom in there. I think I want to play Cthulhu too. The Reaper's Axe was a cool thought. I don't know, Cthulhu's gonna make us even worse against those rogues. We haven't actually versed too many priests. I'll leave it until we verse a priest. Then I'll figure out how to get a Cthulhu in there for priest. But so far it hasn't been too many of them priests. And plus, maybe, who knows, maybe we just beat priest, dude.
Garrosh versus Garrosh.
Victory or death!
This might be a long one.
Bring it on!
What do we need to remove? That's the question we always have to ask ourselves when entering combat with somebody. So usually they run bumper cars, which are 1/3. They condition things, so you don't know how big they're going to be. There's Parade Leader that you want to kill on turn 2. That's a 2/3. 1/4 sometimes. Basically, you need an answer for that 2/3 Parade Leader guy. You want Barov or Brawl eventually, but you don't necessarily need it early. I think I'm just going to keep it. I feel like the more big AoEs you get against Rush Warrior, the better. So by that same logic, I think I'll just keep Reaper Scythe too. Big AoEs are usually really good versus them. Because they don't really have the greatest reload in the world. They have like a few big boards and then that's it, right? Sko just subscribed for 40 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Think. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, man. Interesting. Imprisoned Ganarg. So it's in about half the Rush Warrior lists. Well, if there's one thing we got, it's board clears. This is 3-drop. Nothing. Probably don't need to set up a rancor.
Weapon for my master!
I like having Broom plus Barov. Reminds me of the old OTK Control Warrior days. Just threaten it a little bit. Maybe do a nice little ranker and then leave that 1/1 up and then cleave whatever else he develops.
They cannot stop my work.
Ooh. New plan. Let's just do that instead. I probably just kill this one. Does more damage.
More tough.
God, whenever you play that card, it feels so good.
I wonder.
Here for a good time.
I have so much removal.
I can take the hit.
But I want to try and make sure I space it out appropriately.
Brace for impact.
Weapons for my master.
Which gets kind of weird because you kind of got to stop clearing things at some point to really make use of the brawls. I'm going to use one brawl to activate Barov, most likely. So I'm using the Broom here. Why haven't they nerfed Conviction? The Paladin card, Conviction. It's one of that class's only answers to Octobot. And other 1/4s. Can't get rid of that.
You're in my school now!
You gonna cry?
Do try to keep yourself.
I can't risk having it live. I'm too scared. See? See? I told you what would happen.
You're in my school now!
No. No, why is he dropped all of his 8 drops? It's unfortunate, guys. I don't think we're gonna win. It's gonna be really tough.
A diet high in iron. The blade fist has no master. Do your worst.
Alright, we're making the comeback.
This is not what we stood for.
These old bones just keep moving.
That doesn't look good for me.
Here for a good time.
We'll just draw the guy. Easy.
I have more to give.
I challenge you to Makara!
I did! I just drew the guy! Easy. Now I think I can be greedy. We'll take this trade, right?
Good time, not a long time. Here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, I definitely think adding the Prime was a good call. Prime seems nuts.
A diet high in iron.
Now we have a window of opportunity here where we can slap down the Rattlegore.
The Therian is slain.
Outrider's axes, both right on time.
I can take the hit.
I'm not too young to fight.
There's all of our beautiful card draw finally. It took long enough to get here. We were almost dead before you showed up, card draw. What are you doing? How does this deck perform versus Warlock? Currently we have a 100% win rate versus Warlock. 100. Hey, we didn't get Alex to die.
Arise, my
You aren't even ready for this.
Oh, wow. I want to find the weapon tutor card. I just want to have Outrider's X. That's all I want in life is Outrider's X in my hand. Maybe Scythe is overrated. We want 3 weapons and a Corsair cache, I think. I'll cut a stage dive. Because we don't need more draw. We need specifically to get draw for this. So I'm cutting some draw and adding some other draw, but the other draw hits the other draw. So it's the draw that we're putting in over the regular draw. Why no Sword Eater? Too many weapons. At the moment, too many weapons. It was in there originally. I put the Prime in over it.
Versus Illidan.
This ends now! Victory or death!
Demon Hunter. Let's check what Demon Hunter minions are. Typically, Demon Hunters are, according to games, we're like right here, right now, so... I guess our MMR is probably a legend. MMR is probably a legend top of 1,000. We're almost always legend top of 1,000. Be lifesteal demon. If he's OTK demon hunter, we just lose. They have infinite damage and we have no combo disruption. That sucks. 2 health minions. Couple of 3 health minions. Yeah, I mean Mindfeld's good. If he's the aggro one, we want Mindfield. Probably just keep it. If he's OTK, we just lose. Unless we can pressure him. And that means we need Rattlegore to pressure him. They usually combo you around turn 9, though. Hopefully he's not the... Hopefully maybe he's trying the new Death Rattle stuff, you know? OTK Demon Hunter. I don't know how that didn't get nerfed. That is so oppressive. They can turn 9, 42 damage you and stuff like that. Nice. Got our turn 4 play ready to go. Okay, cool. He's Death Rattle stuff. He's Death Rattle stuff. He's not OTK stuff. We can win.
The Blade Fist has no master. Do your worst.
Right to the chase.
Oh, Mindfield's pretty effective when those 1/1s pop out. Whoa, wait, he's playing N'Zoth! He's playing N'Zoth! Do the Razorfins count as a tribe? We have to save a brawl for N'Zoth though, guys. Race T4, thanks for the Prime Gaming, appreciate the support, glad to have you here. And he's gonna have 3 Inquisitors! He's gonna have 3 Inquisitors. That's gonna be kind of annoying.
I'm not going down without a fight.
Boom! A Reaper Sight. Ra-da-da-da. Card's good. It's just Outriders X is so good too. They're both so good.
Alas, poor warlock.
First we defend, now we attack. I miss having a weapon already, but Broom's so good too, because now we can turn 10, we can go Rattlegore Broom, and it makes it so much easier to squeeze out the Rattlegore. I love this Broom. How do we get a second Broom? Chicken Key Cheney, thanks for 5 gifted subs. I appreciate the generosity. Welcome to the Batcave team thing. Garbanzo, Zilvan, Scott in the house, Wildcard 14, and Mafia 333. Make sure you guys give thank yous to Chicken Key Cheney for his generous gift subs.
I wonder.
I think we just try and gain a lot of armor this turn. Just a ranker. Alright, go. Damn, those were not good hits. Those were quite bad.
Not so fast, pup. Not so fast, pup.
Job's done.
That was horrible. That worked way better in my head. I needed one to hit that bubble. We're not keeping up with this.
You possess true power.
What are these weird decks? These control warrior is not good versus death rattle decks. Even if that had worked out optimally, we'd be in trouble. Like, I guess if it worked out optimally, we have like Broom, execute kind of stuff. Play that deck? No, the bad mid-range decks beat control decks, but they lose to every tempo deck. And the moment you play one of those kind of bad mid-range decks, you're gonna verse nothing but tempo decks. Because most of the ladder, I'd say like 75-80% of the ladder is tempo decks.
Garrosh versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! Bring it on!
But the deck does look kind of cool. The weapon minion guy? I don't know if you play the weapon minion guy, but the N'Zoth plus the triple Inquisitor plus the Quillbores with the new buffed N'Zoth. There's something there, probably. Looks kind of fun. Weapon minion guy's legit. Wait, what makes weapon minion guy good now? It does do 4 damage per weapon, which is pretty good. 4 damage is where you want to be at. But you have to corrupt it, so it has to come down on turn like way later than when you want. But 1 turn later than when you want. No, I'm not rankering next turn, right? We're Outrider Axing.
Weapons for my master!
Oh yeah, N'Zoth would conflicts with your Talene for drawing the Inquisitors. So I don't even know if it actually ended up being that good. It is cool though. I like the idea of just playing Azoth. You don't get to play Azoth every day.
Job done.
A diet I deserve.
Yeah, the sooner we get this in the pool, the sooner we draw it.
The blade fist has no master. Do your worst.
You aren't even ready for this.
It's an early
I'm
playmaker.
not too young to fight.
He's making plays.
I'm not too young to fight.
I have more to give.
He's got what, 6, 11, 12 health on board? There's like ranker plays, and then there's also like double minefield plays.
Job's done.
I challenge you to Makara!
They cannot stop my work.
Yeah. We're good. We're not gonna overdraw. Don't worry. And I have 7 mana next turn, so I can like slam or execute and play the elite.
The Therian is slain.
Here for a good time?
Ooh. It's ranker time.
Here for a good time, not a long time. Ugh.
Baby, look at that armor.
Weapons for my master. These old bones just keep moving.
Here for a good time?
Yeah, I think it's ranker again.
I wonder.
Yeah, just set up and try and play the 9 drops, right?
good time. Not a long time.
Kind of strains the elite a bit, but
And the cycle of life is reborn anew.
she has 9 health. Oh, piece of cake. This draws Kargath Prime?
This is not what we stood for.
Let's just get that in play. Kargath Prime's a good card to tutor out of your deck. Good card. Wow. Talk about value. His generate 1 turned into generate 3.
Built more tough.
Green Sector A, thanks for 15 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back.
Snuff out the weak.
This area is off limits.
Here for a good time.
Grints Kader CH, thanks for 18 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with the changes I've made so far. The only one thing left, I think, would be Cthulhu, because you probably need it for control mirrors. You probably just have to run it. I don't know, we haven't versed any control yet, so you're not versing any control. I guess you don't need it, but it would be like the one thing left to kind of add. I'd probably play it over Alex. I feel like Alex isn't good enough, and now it's Shield Maiden. We kind of have heal in other better ways that we can play alongside removal. It's too hard to use Alex and heal. We might be able to beat Priest with Cthulhu. Alright, somebody snipe me with Priest. Somebody snipe me with Priest, and we'll see if the Cthulhu does anything. Oh yeah, wait. Stop trying to snipe me. Get your priest deck ready, but let me make sure it's a regular priest too. Don't be some anti-warrior priest. Let me get rid of one of the brawls. Because Cthulhu adds a lot of 5-cost removal-y things, so like brawl becomes way less good, right? So then I can have room to fit in my other broom that I wanted to add. Alright. Now snipe me with priest. Alex, is your burst? Yeah, that's why I'm changing it. Because I'm changing the win condition from being anything burst related to being more control related. I'm leaning further into the control than the original list was and trying to just fully embrace fatiguing my opponents.
Garrosh versus Nazoth.
So,
Gifts are not your weapons, War Chief. Victory or death!
1 3s, 3 4s. Find weapon. Find the other weapon.
Armor! Lightly used armor.
Come on, Outriders, thanks. I might need to add more drawback in now that I've added Cthulhu. Created a whole mess for myself. It's good that we've drawn this, but it's a bit early. There are 3 drops to 3 4. Yeah, I guess we could even coin Reapers it. I don't mind feeling a 1-3 feels so bad.
The veil wanes.
Ba -ba -ba. The DC?
The veil wanes.
This draws Shield Maiden since I drew all my high cost cards already. Soon it just draws a 5-drop.
Is close at hand.
Oh man. It's gonna take a while to kill him.
Is close at hand.
Alright, I'm not gonna play that though. That could be a grief. He might come back, you know? You never know.
Is close at hand.
Like, what if I just wasted my white mane and then he, like, comes alive, removes it?
This is not what we
Do your work. Rooster Do your worst. Is close at hand.
You guys paying off my opponents? You guys want to see me win, so you're PayPaling my opponents money to throw? Is that what's happening? Is this a paid actor? Alright, let's get a priest. I need a priest. Let's see how it does versus control. We've seen it get butchered by mid-range. We expect that. We've seen it destroy aggro. We expect to do that. And we've seen... We beat our one warlock that we played against, but we haven't seen priest yet. But if we can beat 2 out of the 3 potential styles of matchups, I'd say that's good enough to be called a deck. So here we go. This is the control matchup. It's not quite the priest, but it's the other side of the control matchup. If we can be favored in this matchup and be favored against aggro, that will satisfy me. That would be enough of being good against things for me. We run 4 weapons, so I'm keeping this. Let's get it. Bob Lars, thanks for 68 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, man. We run 3 weapons, but one of our cards draws a weapon, so it's kind of like running 4. We got the Rattlegore already. That's super important as well. Because he's going to mill our Cthulhu plan. So against this one, we need the Rattlegore plan. And against Priest, we need the Cthulhu plan. It sucks kind of dedicating a card specifically for matchups, but it's something you kind of have to do with a lot of reactive decks. Proactive decks can just kind of do one proactive game plan, and they don't need specific cards for specific matchups. But the reactive decks, they have that extra added in cost where they have to be able to react to everything. And that includes specific win conditions for different situations.
Do you hear, Amor?
4 damage on 4 is just so good. Look at that. Just, guy dead. But you need the card draw so badly, too. What a dilemma. Oh my god, he's memeing with Deck of Chaos. This is not good testing environment, guys. You guys... I appreciate the deck variety, but this is not helping us learn anything. I just played this. We were just talking about memeing with Deck of Chaos earlier. He had it on curve too. It's only in your deck, so now he has to draw the minions. And if he had already drawn some of them, they don't work anymore. What do you even do post-chaos? Like Ysera's and stuff.
Existence is pain. So is teaching you.
Evidently, high roll out of your mind is what you do.
Brace for impact.
That was an unfortunate split of the numbers. God. I should have just re-equipped is what I should have done. I'm throwing. Feels bad.
I am only more deadly.
I guess Broom's not going to be particularly good versus him, but this was not the way I should have done this play. That's my bad. I could have cleared that in a much cleaner way.
My blade seeks vengeance. Do you hear, Amnor?
Giant brawl / clear right before playing Rattlegore, right? So turn 8, we let him develop a little bit more, play into the brawl, play the brawl, drop the Rattlegore. Thanks for the duck, Zazuzu. I appreciate that, man. That's a good brawl. 2-2 always lives, and then we draw a card. 2-2 lives, draw a card. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, brawl. Come on, 2-2. Not quite. I'm locked into Rattlegoring, so I'm just trying to take as much power off the board as possible, and then Rattlegore him. I'm full committed. I'm all in. It's still happening. And I regret my decision. Dude, if he owls me, it's gonna be really sad. But we should be able to get through with Kargath and the guy. Sometimes we draw a white mane, and then we could white mane the Kargath as well. Oh my god, imagine white mane's our next card. That'd be so disgusting. That'd be the most disgusting thing ever. Yeah, that's one of the things with Control Warrior. You lose to stuff like this, and you know that they've versed like 10 aggro decks and haven't won a game yet. So. White Mane? Huh. I still can't draw any freaking cards, man. Nah, I'm just developing.
Blade Fist has no master. Do your worst.
Do I swing for an extra 4/4 and take 8? No, I can't do that.
I have more to give. Built more tough.
Maybe Warrior sucks. I mean, Warrior's good versus aggro. It's just like Warriors are really easy to play troll decks against. People are kind of taking their time having some fun with me while I'm queuing Control Warrior. I don't mind it. It creates good content, I think. It's a unique little perspective, but trust me, if I was playing Face Hunter, I wouldn't be versing Deck of Chaos Warlock and meme Midrange Shaman and meme N'Zoth Demon Hunter. I've played a lot of other decks that are not Control Warrior for maybe 1,000+ hours. I've never seen these decks. It just only happens if you play Control. How can you win this? You played really bad. I don't think my play actually mattered in this. None of the decisions I made would have affected this game. Oh, I love getting sniped and flamed by chat. Feels good, man.
Garrosh versus
Alright, we'll see if Cthulhu can be good enough versus Priest. If this is like a real Priest and not like, you know, many mind control effects Priest. With infinite card generation. Dominator 1113, thanks for 6 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man. We have to try and get the Cthulhu pieces out kind of quickly because he can switch hands and take them later on.
Power in trinkets!
And we can maybe clear it next turn. Where's all our removal?
I can take the hit.
5/5s kill 4/5s. Slightly larger guy. Then we got a 1 and 3 to hit off the stage dive. Oh. Now his guy's slightly larger. I have to get these Cthulhu pieces out of here, so at least I had the time to use it, but this Ethic has just been the bummer. Runs Psych Split in his deck. Why did we cut the Brawl? The Brawl would be so good versus Psych Split, Priest. Alright, 2 executes, 2 coerces, a bear off. Come on, deck. You've had plenty of time to find the card. Five outs.
This is not what we stood for.
I can't find any removal. We also have Brawl as a potential out, so kind of like 6 outs. 21 cards.
We will feed on this world.
Power in trinkets!
The end is near.
Alright, 20 cards left. 6 outs. Come on, 6 outs. Alright, we got one of our outs that can actually clear it. So that part's good. There's still things on board afterwards, though. I think it's probably more important to kill this guy than it is to kill the Sethic, because he's got a lot of value in his hand already, and we just want him to not get a lot of discounts on them. But I think it's too late. We needed that, like, you know, a turn or two earlier. He hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buff cards off Sethic. I guess he did generate 14? 50% buff card hit though? That's pretty good. That's like way better than average. There's only like 10% of the cards are buff cards. Well, we lost to 1 minion getting buffed by not having enough single target removal. So the thing to adjust for that would be to add more single target removal. But I think that that case was an outlier a bit because we are running a lot of single target removal. We're running about 5 times as much as the average deck. So I think that that's an outlier. So let's not read too much into outliers and try and focus on games where we can actually draw something from. Watcho! Thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man. I mean, Owl's not a bad idea. Having a silence in a controlling style of deck is always never too bad.
Garrosh versus Nazoth.
Here comes Deck of Chaos Warlock Part 2. Please, no more Deck of Chaos Warlock. It's too strong. I don't mind Kargoth. They play 3-4 on 3, so that you can just kill it. I think I might need to add more draw since adding the Cthulhu as well. My draw feels a little bit slower. A little bit heavier. There's like too many 5s, right? Maybe I gotta cut some 5s. I did cut a brawl, but maybe even more. I'm playing it for sure. I have a turn 5 to follow up this, and I don't have much more removal, so I'm removing his minions by being ahead on board. The ogres, I better draw a weapon.
This is not what we stood for.
Okay, this is not too shabby. Cascading disaster. There's like hysteria and cascading disaster that are kind of annoying.
I wonder.
Yeah, it's fine. I just have to make sure I bump to that I'm playing around those a bit. Hysteria fully clears the board. Cascading disaster kills only my guys, but at least we got the shield off his guy. Wanes. Angelic, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man.
Haven't heard of me? You will.
Double soul shear. Are there too many things I need to... They deal 3 AoEs for Sociologist, right? That's its best target. He just added a bunch of Soul Shears, so it's like Sociologist is potentially in our future. He also 4-capped. So yeah, we should save Heart for that, for sure.
I can take the hit.
But you do have to remove this guy. I don't need him getting an extra Siphon Soul for 0 mana. Oof. He did not burn anything of any substance, unfortunately. So not particularly great for me. Yeah, he kept that card. We knew this. There's our Outriders X. Our card draw is online, guys. Next turn. I think I just killed that, because I want to be doing like this plus this. It might be this plus this. So you might be playing the burn 5. Ticketus is now corrupted after he's played a 7 cross card. Yeah, the interesting thing is, alright, so this is fantastic draw against aggro. Against control, this card does not work as well for draw to get through my pieces. So we might need to add a different kind of draw engine because the matchup is... We need the draw against control. That's where we actually need the draw. So we need different sources of it, I guess, other than the Outrider's Axe. It's so good versus aggro, but... If he doesn't play any minions, what am I supposed to do? I can't progress my win condition.
And the cycle of life is reborn anew.
Now these are
So I'm destroying this, and then I'm doing what? I want to hit this for 3 at the end. What is this tutor? This tutor's another bumper car? Or does it tutor the other guy? It could tutor Kargath as well. Okay.
I wonder.
Yeah, I think I can just bumper car and run the guys in.
Here for a good time. Good time. Not a long time. Not a long time.
I didn't mind drawing a rush minion there, because that'd make this hit Kargath more likely. I don't hate getting bumper car. Now I can hopefully set up trades for this axe a little cleaner. We gotta draw our Redlgore before he burns it. I mean, I guess it's a little bit more tricky. He wants to save his Rattlecore to, or he wants to save his guy to burn my Cthulhu, right? It's kind of funny.
Armor!
If he saves it to burn my Cthulhu, then he can't burn my Rattlegore. Maybe this deck is genius.
I can take the hit.
Slam is kind of my Reaper Scythe activator. We should probably play it cool. It all just comes down to whatever his Ticketus burns. We need to draw Talon or Rattlegore. He's just emptying his hands so he can tap more aggressively for it. If he taps too aggressively for it, we could win in fatigue, maybe. with the advantage of armor.
Blood is my currency.
Oh wow, that card's in his deck. Okay, nothing too important.
Here for a good time, not a long time.
We can save these rankers at the end for the imps. When the imps fill the whole board.
Please help me find
Come, shop, browse, smell.
Well, now he just plays Yasharaj and wins the game. He didn't draw Rattlegore or the Cthulhu pieces. He doesn't know that, though. We could potentially have a Cthulhu piece in our hand. Fine, just subscribe for 10 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, dude. Well, I'm hoping that he thinks in his mind I could brawl and then play the last Cthulhu piece and recover if he does it. If I had a Cthulhu piece in my hand, or if I had brawl, this was a really good setup for brawl, but... Nah, we're dead. Alright. I think we're done with control. Control sucks, dude. You can't beat Priest, you can't beat Warlock if they play appropriately. You need a pressure game plan instead of a control game plan. So no Cthulhu, no Shield Maidens. Probably cut down to one Brawl. Try and make this just faster. No Brooms. We need to be playing minions and killing them, unfortunately. Control is an outdated way to play the game. In Warrior, at least. So unfortunately, I'm sorry, Narv. We're gonna have to cut a lot and do a lot of surgery because we gotta change it from a control deck into more of a tempo-based deck in order to try and, you know, win. The rankers come out. We'd probably play Barricade instead. So we could still, like, have, like, execute sort of tempo-y swings. The main goal is to get this 5-drop and then play it, right? Put the stone malls back in. Mm-hmm. think it's really important that we have a weapon going into elite turn. And even just a combo with Stonemaul is really good. And then it allows me to play that. A lot of 5s though. And we need like troublemakers to kill people. It's more like looking like a Rush Warrior than anything else, but more of like a tempo. Control-y-ish tempo things. But yeah, it's gonna end up being Rush Warrior. That's why Rush Warrior exists the way that it is, because it's like one of the only ways Warrior as a class can actually be offensive on board, and if you're not offensive on board, you just insta-lose to a couple of matchups out there. Feels bad.
Garrosh versus Kurtrus.
Man, I miss old Hearthstone. Feels bad.
Or death.
I miss when Control was a deck. And like Control still exists, kind of, but Control exists in a weird resource generation way. This is the power play we built our whole deck around. This is the elite guy. I miss resource scarcity as a concept instead of control, I guess. Like, it's cool to try and figure out how to use your random resources the best, but I don't think it's as cool as managing resource scarcity. Yeah, I don't mind tempoing that against this deck, I don't think. This used to be able to value trade that, and it can no longer value trade it. But the other one can. Miss. I just let him activate it? We really need a weapon. This deck hinges on the weapon really bad. If we don't get a weapon, we can like reset with this too. The 2 courses might be too many courses. But basically we're trying to like reset the board on turn 4 and then on turn 5 swing weapon play this.
The pack will feast on your bones.
This area is off limits.
Let him pop his own death rattles.
Please help me find Orb.
'Minefield?
No entry.
2, 6, 7? It's probably still minefield into course. The 5-7? Yes. And we saw Barov plus the rushers.
This is not what we stood for.
We're just trying to control just long enough to where we can then pivot into an aggressive plan. That draws him the guy. I can't kill that. It draws him the 7-cost guy that makes the big board. So we don't want to activate that. So let's just play our own guy and chill.
This is not what we stood for.
I guess we're gonna have to activate it the turn after, though. I missed on my 6 weapons. Oh, I already had the guy. Now it draws an 8-8. Where are my weapons? Where are my weapons, chat? Did you guys take my weapons when I wasn't looking? Because I don't see any weapons. There's 6 of them in this deck.
You're in my school now.
You gonna cry?
Missing Brawl? No, I don't miss Brawl. I missed the weapon. If we had the weapon, we wouldn't be in a situation where we need Brawl. Maybe I should run 8 weapons? You think that's too many, though? That's gotta be too many. Eight's too many. I think you just have to try and hopefully hit one of them when you draw 6. We also have like slams for more card draw too. What's the odds you see 13 cards keep all weapons, not see 6? Ba, ba, ba. So let's see. The deck is 30 cards. We're looking for 6 cards. We saw a sample size of...
Shadows grow long.
Well, we did 13 now, but let's just say sample size of 10. We want to have a weapon pretty early. A number of successes in sample. We just want to find one. Alright, 1 or more weapons. 93% to have 1 or more weapons. 93%? Ah! No, go away! We've already lost. I don't want you anymore.
What now?
Can't do it, chat.
Do try to keep yourselves alive.
Right to the chance.
Warlocks. All the same.
It is good with the Barov combo.
You don't pick the one.
You know, I wouldn't hate putting one comp ranker in there. Armor Gain just always seems to find some good uses, right? We can't recover from being behind this far, I don't think. Maybe? No, we know already that he has a guy. He has an Inquisitor in his hand.
I choose death.
Feeling 1 in 12 is great odds. Yes, that is true. The people trolling in chat saying that 1 in 12 is a terrible rate have never played Hearthstone, I don't think. Almost every deck fails at a higher rate than 1 in 12. So building around that is totally fine. Think about decks like Miracle Rogue, Combo Druid, Miracle, the current version of Miracle Rogue with the Octobot, a bunch of other decks as well. Build around smaller cases than that. And our tier 1 meta decks. So I don't think that this is a problem. It's an outlier. Ba, 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 ba.
Garrosh versus Valera.
I make my own.
Victory or death!
Now he's drawn multiple weapons. Secret Rogue is going to be meta soon. Secret Rogue was already meta. It was a tier 1 meta deck before the patch. I expected, since it was unchanged, to remain a tier 1 meta deck after the patch.
In the shadows.
So I agree with you. Stealth Rogue, though. What about Stealth Rogue? So is he playing the weapons, you think? Is he playing the Stealth Draw package? Should I be worried about coin 3/3 draw 2 cards? Is that card still in the game? I have not seen Spy Mistress in a while. It's kind of put me off guard a little bit. Or on guard, I guess. It's usually Poison Rogue with the Spy Mistresses, right?
I must choose. What now?
Job done.
This would be a matchup where that one of Rancor might come in handy. Because against this, you need a little bit of extra health. Or some weapon removal would come in handy.
Here for a good time.
Alright, we're just gonna hit each other in the face with weapons and see who draws more damage. Let's see how you win this. You can't interact with them? Yeah. Neither do I. Our deck is too slow for combo decks.
I'm looking for a few good mercenaries. Give me that. Look what I know.
Not a long time.
Wretched story.
Alright, we removed all of his minions when he played them and then died on turn 6. he hit. Playing against Weapon Rogue is just like playing solitaire. Sometimes you win when their deck doesn't do its thing, and then sometimes you lose. It's pretty close to 50-50. But it really doesn't matter what you do. You don't get to really play the game. Tech in ooze? It's not worth it to tech in ooze, I don't think. There's too few matchups that rely on ooze. It's like Weapon Rogue and then against like Doom Hammer Shaman, and that's about it. It's like really not worth it. You just take your 50-50s. Or 60-40s or so. It's a very uncommon matchup. And their deck has a much higher failure rate than 1 in 12. Weapon removal is not very good versus Demon Hunter. I don't know, it started out good, but it's I do not know how to make Control Warrior work very well in the current metagame. There's too many things to beat Control Warrior just innately that you'd have to prepare for. The Control Warrior is good against Secret Paladin, it's good against Aggro Paladin, it's good against Rush Warrior, it's good against Secret Libram Paladin, it's good against Face Hunter, it's good against Token Druid, it's good against Primordial Druid, it's got a chance against No Minion Mage. So it's good versus all of these. We face these 0 times. It's you instant lose versus Control Warlock if they burn one of your key cards, and they have a higher odds of burning your key cards than not. So it's a coin flip, close in like their favor because they get to burn 10. There's like a weighted coin flip in their favor where the only decisions is dependent on what Ticketus burns. Secret Rogue beats you because they're random generation. You probably beat Murloc Shaman. I don't know why that's on the tier list. You lose to pretty much all mid-range decks because you can't beat the Inquisitors. The Inquisitors is too much burst damage on top. You probably lose to this because it's an OTK deck. You always lose to this old Demon Hunter because it's an OTK deck. Elemental Shaman you should be able to beat because it's not a real deck. It doesn't have the best matchups, but it also doesn't have the worst. How is Priest not on here? What is this tier list, by the way? For HS Replay. This maybe a little bit closer to accurate. I think you're fine versus Rush Warrior with Control Warrior. Like, it's like pretty okay as long as they don't run Rattlegore. But there's too many matchups that are like, you know, occasionally you'll verse a Poison Rogue. If you don't have the weapon tech for that, you're dead. Occasionally you'll verse a Priest and then you insta-lose. Occasionally you verse a Priest here, you insta-lose. Always lose. Always lose. It's just too many always lose matchups that you can't really prepare for. And that is why Control Warriors down here are in tier 4. Feels bad. Feels bad. It's just no good way to build Warrior to really pressure your opponent and control at the same time. The way to do it would be to just build Rush Warrior, right? But it's already a deck. So I think Control Warrior currently, as sad as it makes me to say it, I think Control Warrior is not really viable in the metagame right now. Just because of the random generation and the combo decks and the mid-range stuff. The mid-range stuff's pretty good. The new buffs to the Death Rattle Demon Hunter and the popularity bringing up on that. That matchup's tough to beat. Because not only are they mid-rangey stuff, they're mid-rangey stuff that when you remove it, they come back to life because it's Death Rattles, which is always the hardest possible thing for Control Warrior historically. Remember trying to deal with Savannah Highmane back in the day? That's what it feels like trying to deal with Death Rattle Demon Hunter. Bob Doyley, thanks for 38 months. Welcome back to Batcave Team Thing. And Frosty Balls, thanks for 3 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. Welcome to the Batcave Team Thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna call it a stream today. I've been having a hard time getting back into Hearthstone this expansion. I keep trying. I've tried. I often have 26 decks built, but or not 26, whatever the camp is. 27. I often have 27 decks built, and I can't find something that really draws me into the game right now. There's like Rogue is the closest thing that makes me want to play, but at the same time, it's, I can't get into it, man. I might be, but tomorrow we're gonna do a classic stream, and then next week I might be streaming some like TFT or Slay the Spire or something, or just some other games, because I can't get into this expansion. I wake up to like go stream, and instead of being excited to go play video games, I feel like I'm sad and going to work like everybody else. And you know, not that that's that bad of a thing. You know, you guys get up and go to work every day too. It's just, it's not what I want if I have the option, right? I want to try and find something that I can connect with more and get more passionate about. Because honestly, the content I'm providing is probably pretty garbage. Because I'll be honest with you, my heart is not fully in it right now. Not fully in it. I'm doing it as a job and not for the love at the moment, you know? And that's not the place I want to be at mentally. So. Gotta figure that out. Oh, play PoE. PoE's boring to stream. I'm done with PoE right now. I got my 54 Exalt build. I'm like 40 Exalts into my Headhunter fund. But I don't know, it's just watching a guy right-click things. But yeah, tomorrow, play some Classic. If the queue times aren't too long, the queue times are probably going to be pretty long. We'll get Legend and Classic tomorrow, barring how long the queue times are, you know? So we'll see. So anyway, noon tomorrow-ish. Not hard noon, but sometime around noon tomorrow, we're going to be doing Classic. And then figuring it out from there. So, see you guys tomorrow for some classic Hearthstone. Take care, guys.